So it does look like he just mopped up my force. If we check over the army tab, yeah, I'm really desperately trying to send in as many Zerglings as I can, and it looks like he's going to come in and snipe a few Overlords down. And Zerglings continue to stream in. I think those Zerglings came over from my Exos. Yeah, I got a whole bunch of coming in from my Exos, so if he didn't know before, he probably knows now that there's something back there as these Zealots make their way into the main.
The Zealots are just ripping apart these Zerglings right now.
Yeah,
the Zerglings are just on their last legs, trying to keep their base.
Oh, there we go. Some baneling
Nice
and some
baneling
lag,
use.
you know, gonna cause that acid explosion.
Nice baneling use, taking down a couple Zealots right there, and
weakening the other one. So this probably will be defended now with those banelings. So that's the baneling list actually did pay off.
Yeah, because your Zerglings surrounded the Stalkers, and the Stalkers went down, and then the banelings just destroyed the Zealots. Very good play, actually, from Truth here.
Yeah, so let's head over to back to the production tab, see if anything else funky's coming out. We do have an Observer and an Immortal. I'm not too sure if Immortal is exactly what you want to go against when you just see Zerglings and banelings.
Yeah.
There's no reason to believe in roaches.
I don't think this is a good play from the Protoss player, spending the money on the Immortal. If anything, he could have spent that money or saved up a little bit and gotten himself a Robotics Bay. Yeah, Robotics Bay, and got himself some Colossi right there, and that would have just ripped through the Zerglings.
Yeah, it does look like I do have a Spire coming up. Didn't decide to hide it in my Expo, because I do believe my Expo has been spotted, even though there are no drones over there. So it's not really even an Expo, it's the extra hatchery. Oh, there we go, we got a few more, just as I say there are no drones there.
There we go, you popped a couple drones.
His Observer is chilling out over top. Has he scouted around with the Observer? No, he actually has not seen my Spire now with that new Observer. So you really want to use that Observer, not just figure out where my army is sitting, but he is deciding to push out. So here we come with some more Stalkers and Zealots, and wow, morphing in a very weird position.
Banelings morphing in with no cover, but the Zerglings come in with Zergling speed and
Yeah,
just come in.
a little bit of distraction, just run in and out. Looks like those Banelings are trying to get in up nice and close. He is deciding to run away. What am I doing? Okay. Never mind, there they go. It looks like I did decide to bring over some drones just as the battle occurs. Always a smart play, you know. Bring your drones through.
Walk them right through and hope they don't get shot at.
Yeah,
and pop goes that Overlord.
Yeah, so if he didn't know before, he must know now with those drones scooting through.
Scooting through, yeah.
Yeah, they hover. They don't really do anything like that. So looks like I am sending out a brave
lone Baneling.
Hey, he exploded and did hurt this guy. So
poor Zealot with only 3 HP and 10 shields left.
yeah, it looks like he is trying to mass a nice army up in the middle here. Do I have my mutas out yet? The Spire is up, but have you seen my mutas yet?
Any
nope.
mutas yet? I have not seen you produce any mutas right now. You
I
are supply box right now.
So sniping those Overlords out in the front has really put me behind. I do have a few Spine Callers coming up for this inevitable attack, thinking that he will come right through. I do have a few Zerglings coming up here, and they'll die very shortly. You know, they decide to run. Can they make it into the base? Oh, they will find the expansion though, so maybe they'll stop. No, they're not gonna stop it. So it does look like our red Protoss is deciding. I don't know why he's not moving out yet.
He has a hefty force, and against a bunch of Zerglings, those Zealots will just rip through. He should have moved up a lot quicker, and now the mutas are on their way, basically.
Yeah, the mutas are hatching in. They got a nice group of 10, always an elite squad to get more than 8 to go in there and do some massive economic damage. If those mutas can swing around and get a few shots off, they can kill off most of those. So I guess he was waiting for this proxy pylon, but he should have really put this down much earlier. And pushing out this force probably could have done some significant damage, but he is choosing to take the safer route, protecting his expansion and just, you know, massing an army, and he should push out very soon.
From the looks of it, though, that safer route is probably going to end up costing the game. The mutas are moving in right now, and they're just going in for the kill. Yeah,
his army is horribly out of position. I have decided to put down a Hydraless Den, seeing a lot of gateway units, that is. So Hydras really do chew up those gateway units, and always a good counter when you're Zerg. If you see massive gateway units coming in.
Mutas coming in here and destroying the probes. This is his only mining base right now because his expansion isn't anywhere near saturated.
Nope,
Never mind, just as we said that.
Yep,
yeah, more than half the probes there gone, and now the Muta's moving on to the natural expansion to destroy all the probes there.
Yeah, might as well just take as many probes as I can, go to the more saturated areas. And I do like holding down Alt and just, you know, hotkeying my Mutas to snipe down probes. You see that red line come across. And it did look like our Protoss player is forced into attacking, but he did bring half his force back over here to defend his natural, and looks like, oh, these Banelings are going to do beautifully here. And there go the Zealots against those Banelings. What a beautiful play.
Banelings were used beautifully. Those Banelings just got a nice surround around the Zealots and just destroyed them. And now these Immortals have nothing that they can do to the Zerglings.
Yeah, and those Stalkers aren't going to do anything to those Zerglings either. And it looks like our player has decided to forfeit the game after losing his economy and most of his army. there isn't much he can do now.
Yeah, he was actually, the oXination was in an awesome position throughout most of the game. I think most of the gains that you had, Truth, was from the gold expansion, getting you that economy later into the game. But usually, I think that this Protoss player should have moved out with his army when he had the chance against a bunch of Zerglings. It would have been game over for you, Truth.
Yeah, I think if he pushed out when he had that big army amassed in the middle, and I did only have Zerglings out, maybe a few Banelings, but he did have enough Stalkers and Zealots to really take that damage and just go in there and do some good damage to the main over here.
Yeah, this game just goes to show when you have an advantage, that don't push in blindly. Use your observer scout, and then he could have pushed in, and he would have won this, knowing exactly what was in the base.
Yeah, actually, that's a really good point. He did have an observer, but he didn't actively scout with the observer. He kept it in the middle, looked if I had any units coming off the ramp. If he sent that observer in, he could have really gathered some good information and realized he could have pushed in and won.
Yeah. Anyways, good game from Truth and oXination here.
Looks like that's it.
That's it, basically. So we'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Peace.